stunning Steve. All smiles today. But the fans have a different idea. They're not totally Steve Austin fans over there. I wonder why, after looking at some of the tactics we've seen him use.
I'll tell you, he takes the other side of the tracks to the extreme, and he is no fan favorite, I can assure you. There's Steve Keirn, and you'll get a different reaction when Steve Keirn steps through those ropes.
Here he comes. He's up on the ring apron right now, just about set to step through the ropes. Referee Paul Neighbors is talking to Steve Austin. Warm-up jacket's coming off, and we are just about set to go with a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Keirn against Steve Austin, a couple of big guys, and this should be an excellent single match here.
Two of the hottest names in professional wrestling today in that ring right now.
Steve Keirn with those leather chaps and leather jacket. There they go, handed out to the security guard, and as soon as Paul Neighbors says ring it, we're underway.
Look at the physical conditioning of these two athletes. Stunning Steve Austin and Steve Keirn, both at the peak of physical conditioning, and Keirn right away backs Austin into the corner. Keirn with somewhat of a advantage over Austin in the fact that he has more wrestling experience, although stunning Steve Austin has come a long way in a short period of time. And Austin right away complaining that Keirn went into the hair, but that time that was just a clean arm drag takedown.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Austin complaining about it, but it won't do him any good. The referee saw exactly what happened, as did we, as did you, as a matter of fact.
Collar and elbow this time. Austin with the advantage, side headlock on Steve Keirn. Fabulous one, Steve Keirn. Very methodical, if you would, in the ring. I've seen him for many, many years, and there he is. He's calculating, and he takes advantage at the right moment. Nice reversal into the hammer lock. Working that combination, went to the standing wrist on. Now it's going to roll up Austin. Austin wasn't anticipating that one. A 2 count and almost a 3. There's an arm drag takedown, and right now it looks as if Steve Keirn's got things going his way.
It looked like that element of surprise almost got the victory for Steve very quickly, as Steve Austin was a little bit disoriented. He was able to get it back together in time to break it before the 3 count fell, but Steve Keirn almost got a victory there. You know, I was thinking about Austin, who's on the mat right now, but when he stands up, take a look at him. He looks kind of like the World Trade Center. He is a big guy. Steve Keirn is going to have to use that methodical approach you talked about in order to get a win here.
At the monthly weigh-in at the USWA offices, Steve Austin came in at 265. And Austin that time, nice takedown by Keirn. But Keirn maybe not carrying the weight that Austin is carrying, but he's certainly very knowledgeable of leverage and advantages, and that thus far has led him to take advantage in this match, and things going his way at this point.
He's got an arm bar. That's a nice hold for an opponent like Steve Austin, because it wears him down. Austin has to figure out a way to get out of the hole, to get him thinking about something else. It lets Steve Keirn plot his next move.
Reversal that time by Austin, and he caught Keirn coming off the ropes with a boot. That time throwing that uppercut.
Yeah, he had the fist doubled up there, no doubt about it.
Austin taking some shortcuts right here in the match. Look at him, wrap that fist up again and waylaid it into the face of Steve Keirn. Keirn sent to the ropes. Austin spinning around, caught him with that spinning clothesline.
Yep.
Goes for the cover, but Austin could not maintain it. Keirn out very quickly.
Yeah, there's some strength and also some thinking going on by Steve Keirn right there to prevent himself, because if Austin had been able to cover him, he might have been able to hold him down.
One thing about it, you're not going to beat Fabulous One Steve Keirn by surprise. You're going to beat him because you beat him, and I don't know, quite frankly, I don't know if Steve Keirn is really beatable. He's one of these wrestlers that I'm sure somewhere down the line he's lost a match or two, but in just watching him work in the wrestling ring, I just don't see any weaknesses. Keirn off the ropes. Austin missed with that clothesline, but caught him coming off with a knee to the midsection. And those kind of things, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Boy, that's true. Yeah, the foreign objects and the dirty tactics, that's about the only way I can recall Steve Keirn losing a match. If it's straight-up match, Steve Keirn's going to get his hand raised.
Nice go behind that time by Austin. Snapmare out of the corner, and now with that chin lock. And Keirn caught in that chin lock again. He's keeping moving, though, and that I think is very important when you're caught up in a hole like this. You got to keep moving, trying to make that escape work. Get that combination to escape this hole. Austin holding on for dear life. Look at Keirn with this bridge, Dave.
What Austin has been able to do, though, is reverse the psychology. Now it's Keirn that has to figure a way out of the hole, and has to think about how to get out of the hole, not the next offensive move, but a defensive move.
And Keirn right away with the elbow to the midsection. Looks like he's going to break the hole. He had it broke, but Austin went into the air.
See, there you go. Steve was out of the hole, but then the illegal tactic of hair pulling, and Steve is right back in trouble.
Referee Paul Neighbors questioning Steve Austin. Was really out of position when that occurred. Had he have seen it, of course, he would have broke the hole immediately. But checking the advantage points, making sure that that is a legal chin lock and not a chokehold. Referee staying right on top of things right now as Steve Keirn putting those elbows in the midsection. He finally breaks the hole. Keirn off the ropes again. Two clotheslines, spinning clotheslines missed. Neck breaker.
Whoa.
And Keirn whipping down Austin. Austin coming up with the recovery, but dazed by the neck breaker again. And now Keirn with the DDT. Wait a minute. Texas Hangmen are in the ring out of nowhere, just as it looked like Steve Keirn had things going his way. Here come the Texas Hangmen out of the corner. Now Keirn firing back on both Hangmen. Hangman trying to corner him, and Keirn in a whale of trouble because it's 3-on-1.
3 against 1. Steve Keirn still battling, but vastly outnumbered by 3 big guys.
Keirn being pulled to the floor by one of the Hangmen. They're battling right in front of us here at the table. Both of the Hangmen working over Steve Keirn. They came out of nowhere, and for what reason, Dave?
I don't know. I don't understand it. Keirn and Austin had a good match going. Oh, no!
Pile driver.
Right on the floor, a pile driver.
And Keirn is out.
Here comes the Tennessee Stud.
Robert Fuller comes to the aid of Steve Keirn, and Fuller is going to town. First on Austin, then on the Hangman.
Look out, Tom Pritchard is out here. He's loaded that boot up.
He's got that boot loaded up, Dave.
Yeah, I thought he was going after Keirn, but he went after Fuller. He went after Fuller.
He just nailed Fuller with that super kick. And now Pritchard going right after Robert Fuller. He caught him in the side of the temple with that loaded boot. Now he's got whatever that is wrapped around his head and is pounding at Robert Fuller.
Yeah, he's got him cut open too. I don't know what that is. We talked about it earlier, but it's obviously lead or steel wrapped in something, and he loaded up that boot and came after Robert Fuller. And now he leaves. Steve Keirn here lying on the floor. Here comes Jeff Jarrett and Danny Davis to help him a little bit. Robert Fuller. Robert.
Careful, Dave.
Robert mighty upset. Hey, I know you.
Get me Tom Pritchard out here, right? Get out here to me, Pritchard! I'm gonna tell you something. Pritchard, you want a piece of me by yourself, punk? You think you're such a bad Texas man? It ain't long enough, baby. I can't wait. I ain't gonna wait. I want him out here now. Somebody get me Tom Pritchard.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you something, Pritchard. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell all these boys that call themselves Texas Brawlers. They better get ready to brawl against the 5 of us with just 4 of you. Because, Pritchard, you're not gonna jump my back, Daddy. Because I'm gonna be looking your good-for-nothing face right in the eyes. And I'm gonna tell you, son, you see this? You see that? That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing for what it's gonna be when I get my hands on you. I'm telling you, boy, I'm gonna finish you. I'm gonna fix him, and I'm gonna fix him good.
all right, Robert, I understand you're upset.
A little blood, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna throw a lot more of it. You better get ready for it, Richard.
Need to get that head taken. Well, let's take a break. We'll be back here in a moment.